Because this is where shit gets bad, am I right, Burke?
Real bad. It gets fucking terrible.
Damn Angry Birds 2, bro. Screw this game. This game is trash. You know, before I put this game in mid, but now I'm realizing that I gave this game way too much credit. And when you really think about it, for more than 10 seconds, this game falls apart and is garbage. Yo, today we are gonna rank every single Angry Bird game again. Because I'm not gonna lie, last time I ranked it was, I kind of like disagree with a lot of opinions I put there. Like, goddamn, I put a lot of cringe opinions. And also, to make this one a slightly different, I'm going to be ranking these with Burke. Am I right, Burke?
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, so Burke is going to have a bit of say of where each Angry Bird game goes. Yeah, but anyway, I wasted enough time here. Let's start this. Okay. OG, I'm only going to put in GOATed. Because, like, I feel like God tier should be the Angry Bird games that tried something new and also, like, experimented a bit more. Like, the OG, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but, like, it's also pretty basic. It's a basic starting ground. Alright? And then Angry Birds C... Can you agree with that, Burke?
Yeah, like... I mean, like... But, like, for its time, I'd say it's a God tier game, like...
But, you know, then more better Angry Bird games came out, but, you know, and also for mobile game standards, it's definitely God tier, but for Angry Bird standards, it's only GOATed. And then, like, Angry Birds Seasons was just sort of an extension to the OG with, like, way less levels, but definitely still a decent amount of levels and still a lot of variety. Don't get me wrong on that, am I right?
Yeah.
But the OG had way more variety, so I'm going to put it slightly lower than it, but still GOATed tier.
Like,
alright, Angry Birds Rio, first God tier, bro. Angry Birds Rio was a freaking GOAT, bro. Remember playing that game, Burke?
Yeah, like, I love the Rio movie and I love the Angry Birds, and when you put that together, it was just...
Yeah, and like, even though the second Rio movie was dog water, they still made it fun in Angry Birds Rio too. Because like the bosses in Angry Birds Rio are top tier Angry Bird game bosses. I know I'm about to fight a boss in Angry Birds Rio because they'd be telling all the themes and shit, bro. It's amazing. God tier game. And there's two types of levels. Birds in cages or monkeys. Very creative there. And the new birds, like blue, and that's kind of it, were really cool. Am I right, Burke?
Yeah, it was sick. And like, yeah, all the, like, it had like a really, big variety of levels and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious to see why we put it up there. Angry Birds Friends, okay, so... A lot of old Angry Bird games like got deleted. Honestly, we should probably be thankful that this game's even still up. Even though it's not even that good. Like, there's no point in the game. You just sort of, every week you just play a new level. It's kind of mid, to be honest, not gonna lie.
I'd say it's AIDS.
Come on, bro, it's not that bad.
Like, compared to the other Angry Bird games, it's bad.
Yeah, but like, sure, like, you also gotta keep in mind that there are bad Angry Bird games.
Yeah, I got. Oh yeah.
Angry Birds Space, another God tier. Would I put it above Angry Birds Rio? What do you think, Burke? Is it better or was it worse?
Better.
Alright. What do you well, at the same time, Rio had like more variety of birds, but Angry Birds Space had better bosses though.
Yeah.
This is kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Why is this so hard? We're already having difficulty! Okay, Burke, you know what? You just decide. You decide for me. I can't decide.
It's better.
Alright, it's better. That's the 2 cents we're putting on this. Bad Piggies. This is gonna be controversial, but I'm only gonna put it in GOATed. I don't know why. I just don't feel like it deserves God tier. I know a lot of people are gonna be mad at me, but to be honest, I really don't care. I really don't care if y'all are mad. Like, bro, how are you gonna be mad at me for having a different opinion than you? Get out of here, am I right?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Boo! Boo!
If you guys if you guys...
Okay, and then we got
Star Wars GOATed, God tier.
Obviously, it's gonna go higher. It's Angry Birds Space with Star Wars. I mean, it's not exactly that. You know, all the birds have different powers, but it is still like Angry Birds Space and Star Space because like you fight pigs in planets. and you knock them into space, except like with cool Star Wars abilities, bro. It is definitely better than Angry Birds Space. Again, we already got 3 god tiers.
In my opinion, it's like the best Angry Birds game ever. Like nothing will top that.
Alright, so apparently to Burke, that's the best Angry Bird game. Personally, I don't think that's the case. But you know. Okay, Angry Birds Star Wars 2. Alright, Burke, this is something that you might disagree with me on this, but I don't know why. But for some reason, I don't know if this is better than the original or like worse.
I kind of feel like it was just like the same game, but like a few changes. That like I feel like.
I mean, I don't want to say that, like, cause like they had way different birds, and like you could play as the pig. You know what? Playing as the pig was honestly such a unique idea. Just for that idea alone, it's going at the top of God tier.
Yes, Mommy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Keep talking.
No, sorry, my mic just glitched.
Oh. Okay. Angry Birds Stella is definitely gonna go in the boys, cause like Angry Birds Stella, like in theory, it's kind of a dumb idea when you think about it. Like Angry Birds, but for girls. Like realistically, think about it, cause like Angry Birds doesn't really appease to either or gender.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, when I think Angry Birds and people who play it, I don't think the most buff men ever. Like it's the most manly game ever. Like you like it's compared with like other manly activities. Just like, oh, I'm so manly. Oh, I'm so buff. I'm gonna play some Angry Birds. Man, I'm so buff. That's like not what I think. Am I right? Like that. I think we could both agree on that. Like, but still, it was like really fun. Like there was only 5 birds, and you know, sadly, the story couldn't have been completed. Maybe it would have went to go to like its brothers, but you know, it didn't because like the story was not completed. The birds had pretty decently unique powers in there. You know, especially Stella. Like, you could move her all around. Poppy, I'm not gonna lie, this bird right here kind of had, like, the same power as Matilda, but with different steps. Like the white bird.
Yeah, and now, did you ever watch, like, when you were a kid, did you watch the Angry Birds show?
Hell yeah, I watched the Angry Birds show.
Yeah.
I watched that to completion. My favorite
that was,
episode nowadays was the episode where the pigs were trying to get the birds to have sex.
Yeah, that was fun. And like I always loved the little segment like the pig, like with the with the piggies.
Yeah. Anyway, now we got Angry Birds Go. Angry Birds Go, I'm gonna have to put it in just the boys, not anywhere over goated, because like it's a fun game, but it would have been funner if it was on console, right? I mean, it might be on console.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. But still, like, these are mobile games, and I think the best mobile games are the mobile games that take advantage of the fact that they're mobile, am I right?
Yeah, like...
The fact that this game uses a joystick is not a good thing. Am I right, Burke?
Yeah. Like, it's funner if it's, like, more of, like, a...
controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, also for some reason they decided to downgrade the game once. Like, instead of the birds being in this cool tree, it was just boring stats and pictures. I didn't understand that. That definitely was not a good change. But the birds' powers are pretty unique. Although I will say Chuck is a bit broken. But other than that, I love this game.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And then... we got the greatest Angry Bird game of all time. Angry Birds. Epic, boys! Alright, so Burke, I'm about to tell you why this game is the best Angry Bird game. Alright, get ready to hear.
Why?
Okay. Again, just like Angry Birds Stella, in theory, this is a really dumb idea. I mean, Angry Birds RPG, but it fits so well. Like, the gameplay style was perfect for mobile, and it was surprisingly well thought out, with each bird having different power sets, and you having to utilize them for different battles. And you being only to choose 3 birds really helped that aspect. And then, like, some people will say, oh, but nah, it's just pay to win. And I'm like, bruh, my dumbass 7-year-old self beat the entire game without spending a single penny. All you gotta do is swap the birds out, try different strategies, try different hats, alright? And I guarantee you, most of the people saying that don't even try to like beat a level where the pigs have more power than you. Am I right, Burke?
Yeah.
Like you just instantly just go right to the in-app purchases, bro. You can beat the whole game without spending a single penny. It's not even that hard to beat the whole game. Yeah, but anyway, this game is like the best Angry Bird game regarded by fans. All right, it's just the best, and it's kind of sad that they took this game down. Like it's the most sad for this game because it was the funnest. Like, bro, I have so many fond memories of this game. It was amazing, and I think we'd all agree that we're the saddest. That this game had to be the saddest loss. Am I right?
Yeah. Rip.
Yeah, and then we got this shit right here. Now, Angry Birds Transformers isn't the worst Angry Bird game. But yeah, it's a pretty bad Angry Bird game. Like, it's fun for the first few days you play it, but then after that, because there's no proper levels, the game gets really boring. And the way you progress is by upgrading birds, which should very quickly go into freemium. And there's a lot of DLC that you don't even get access to until later into the game, which I think is bull. You don't even know about the DLC. Like, I remember I was about to unlock this really big area, and I was super excited until I found out that it was DLC. Or you could always get like a billion gems just to buy it and unlock it. Still, bro, that part definitely sucked. And there was just a lot of DLC in general. Like the fact that you have to upgrade birds already shows that it was made to be a freemium. Am I right? Yeah, and the worst part is out of all the... Although I will say the best part of this game was definitely the trailers that they put up. Am I right?
Yeah, the trailers like got me so hyped and stuff, and then it was like,
bro, bro, the trailers were definitely by far the best part. Like, I gotta give them that. The trailers were freaking lit. But anyway, next game. Angry Birds Fight used to be my favorite game, but then I realized that it was not as good as I once thought. But still, I'm gonna put it at the end of the boys. Let me explain. Sure, it's a matching game, but calling it a ripoff of Candy Crush is kind of dumb. And jumping to conclusions. Like, I'm just saying, just because it's a matching game doesn't mean it's a ripoff of Candy Crush. That's just dumb. Am I right, Burke?
yeah.
Yeah, it's really dumb. And also, I like the game.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, okay. I love the gameplay of this game, where you literally just get where the person who has more matches does more damage. That's really fun. That's a really cool, good idea.
Yeah, like Angry Birds, every new game was really original, like
yeah.
That's why everyone liked it so much.
Yeah. However, soon we're gonna start getting into the more recent Angry Bird games, and actually this game came a bit before all these games. However, after we get to Angry Birds 2, just know it's only downhill from there. Mostly though. Okay, Isle of Pigs. I've actually never played it. I know. I'm supposed to be the biggest Angry Bird fan. Yeah, I've never played this game. But saying that, from what I've seen, it looks like a really fun game that, like, in my opinion, the movie Angry Birds designs are good for movies. Meanwhile, these designs right here are better for the games. And they should have stuck with that principle. But they didn't. Because the people who own Angry Birds right now are stupid. But anyway, this game managed to use that in a fun way from what I've seen. However, I haven't played it, so I don't feel like I should mark it yet. Am I right? Am I right, Burke?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, guys. I hope you weren't having too much fun listening to me praise games. Cause this is where shit gets bad. Am I right, Burke?
Real bad. It gets fucking terrible.
Damn Angry Birds 2, bro. Screw this game. This game is trash. You know, before I put this game in mid, but now I'm realizing that I gave this game way too much credit. And when you really think about it, for more than 10 seconds, this game falls apart. And it's garbage. It's garbage. So bad, am I right? Okay, let me explain. So first off, this game goes on forever. So what's the point of playing this game? Like one of the funnest part about the Angry Bird games is that there's an end. Every time you pull out your phone and play a level, you're getting closer and closer to the sweet release of dopamine when you make it to the last level. But this game goes on forever. And that's just dumb. Right, Burke?
It's just unfair.
Yeah, and not to mention, almost every single level is just repetitive, because you see, each level is randomized, and each different structure has to be able to be taken down by each bird. So there goes any puzzle mechanics that the other games had. Making each level, besides the boss levels, those ones were pretty fun. I'll give Angry Birds 2 that. It had fun boss levels. But other than that, it's boring. And the game babies you, bro. I don't need little dots to see where my bird goes. I miss it back in the olden days where you would just have to use aim and logic to fling the bird. Nah, Angry Birds 2, definitely garbage. Definitely going into AIDS tier, am I right, Burke?
Oh, it was so bad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they made a game so good, so bad.
Yeah, and since we just talked about one of the worst Angry Bird games, let's talk about another bad Angry Bird game, Angry Bird Pop. Alright, Angry Birds 2, okay, I can kind of see why you would think that it would be good. But nah, Angry Birds Pop definitely marks the downfall of this franchise. From this game onwards, it was nothing but unoriginal sequel, unoriginal game. It was just basically Angry Birds plastering themselves onto every other brand hoping to get attention. Because the games are boring and lazy now. They have no actual effort. And from this game on, it's just gonna get worse and worse. Am I right, Burke?
Yeah.
I've actually never played this game. I played this game. It's like Angry Birds Pinball. It was really, really dumb. And it uses the movie designs. Again, they don't work for the games, Rovio. Stop trying to incorporate them into the games. It goes into AIDS tier. It's better than Angry Birds 2, but not by much. Yo, and you know what? This game's going to go into AIDS tier. It's just Angry Birds Pop again. Same with this one. And Angry Birds Blast, bruh. This is literally the example of why Angry Birds is bad nowadays. Am I right? Am I right, my guy Burke?
Yeah, sorry, my mic disconnected. Yeah,
This is the worst.
like it literally is so bad. Like I bought it. I bought it and it was so bad that I literally just like uninstalled it after 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just not a fun game to play. And then Dream Blast is literally even worse, bro. It's like the other games, but with baby designs. Yeah, you can tell when a franchise makes baby designs of itself, the franchise is definitely dead, am I right? There's no reviving it after that. My god. Angry Birds Evolution. It's definitely a better pinball game than Angry Birds Action, but not by much. Like, it's at the very bottom of shitty tier.
Yeah.
Angry Birds Reloaded. Okay. Finally, we have an actual decent Angry Birds game. Now, actually, I've never played this, but from what I've seen, it seems to follow the basic formula. And the reason why I haven't played it is because it's an Apple exclusive. Huh. Kind of like how the original game is going to be an Apple exclusive, or is an Apple exclusive, which is more proof that, honestly, Rovio just wants their money and is just making these good Angry Bird games to trick you into thinking it's still a good corporation. And also to trick its fellow employees that still have passion into these games, that they're actually making good games. But they're not. Am I right, Burke?
Yeah. Terrible games.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I've never played this game, but honestly, it looks like trash. It's going into shitty.
Like,
look at it. It looks like garbage.
that game wasn't actually that bad.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what do you do in the game?
It was like kind of like Angry Birds game, but it's like a little bit of puzzle solving involved with it too. It was kind of cool.
Oh, what are you doing it? Like, what exactly? What's the gameplay like?
Like it was like the story was basically like dude, what's the triangle one called?
Triangle?
Yeah, like the fast one.
Chuck.
Yeah. Like he was like kidnapped and like the whole story was just like you're trying to get him back.
Wait, Chuck was kidnapping people? What do you mean Chuck was kidnapping people?
What?
What do you mean Chuck was kidnapping people?
No, Chuck wasn't kidnapping people. He got kidnapped.
Oh, so then you just solve, like, what kind of puzzles, though?
Like, kind of like, mm,
You know what, the way you described it, I'm just gonna have to put in the boys, I guess.
it was like I haven't played in a long time, but it was actually like a fun game.
Okay. Okay, this game is utter garbage just from the premise alone. Like, baby Angry Birds? I haven't played it, so I can't assume that it's that bad, so it's actually gonna go to the pretty high on the AIDS part, but still, bro. It's just a dumb idea. Like, Angry Birds for babies. Angry Birds was already for babies. Look at these designs. You think this screams edgy, bro? Like, don't get me wrong. Its target audience wasn't little babies, but still, this game didn't have birds smoking on cigarettes, drinking alcohol, and stabbing pig guts out. Nah, this was literally a franchise for all ages. Baby Angry Birds is just dumb. Am I right, Burke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of just like they started like making their reputation bad, and then like their game, and then I don't know what they were doing, but like they somehow ruined it.
Okay, so in conclusion, as you could see, 99%, almost every single old Angry Bird game is at least in the boys. Almost all of them are good, am I right?
Yeah.
And
like,
the top
but like, I'm sorry.
And the top Angry Bird games were Angry Bird games that did something different. Like, the best one is an RPG out of all things. The other two are Star Wars games, Angry Bird Space, which took them to space, and Rio. And higher on, and slightly lower is Bad Piggies, one of the most experimental games. The classic, and Angry Birds Go. As you can see, almost every single one of the ones in at least the boys did something original to shake up the formula. But when you look down, you could see why most of these games are down here, am I right? It doesn't even take 2 brain cells.
Yeah. But like, I'm not hating on Angry Birds. Like, some of your games are still good, but like, maybe they just need to have like a comeback game.
Honestly, I highly doubt that they're gonna do that, because Angry Birds is more of a company about greedy corporation now. It's not a company full of passion. So
Yeah, I bet they got like bought out by something.
Yeah, in fact, I predict that they're not going to make any new games. I think they're just going to keep upgrading their trash games and keep upgrading them until the company eventually, hopefully soon dies. Because look, I used to at one point respect this company until I found out that they were, 1, spying on kids, and 2, making really bad games.
Yeah.
So look, Rovio, if you're watching this, go suck my dick. Bring back the old games. Well, that's the end of this video. Didn't expect it to be this long, but still, I had fun. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Guys, I just realized, I didn't expect it to be that long. That's what she said. Get it, y'all? Yeah, but anyway, Rovio, go suck my dick and gurgle it, bro. Fuck you for getting rid of the old games. Fuck you. Y'all can all suck my dick. Go suck it, bro. Go suck it. Actually, don't suck my dick. That's pretty sus. Go suck a severed dick. Go suck a raccoon's dick. Yeah, go do that. You dick suckers. Yeah.